Today we are working on the 1755 again. We're at Dad's still, and we're going to hopefully hook this thing up to a hay bine. So I'm trying to get everything squared away and prepped for what is no doubt going to be 1,000 trips back and forth from here to the garage to get tools and stuff to make sure everything hooks up properly. But that's what we're going to be into today. So here we go. Oh, hello and welcome to Better Than Common Garage. I'm your host, I think, for the most part. No, that was stupid. I'm hoping these old tires here hold up. They got some pretty big cracks in them. But I imagine we'll be patching, trying to get it through. I only got a little bit of hay to make. The neighbor came down and made the most of the field, so we're just gonna get this going for now. Gonna go right between with that little pin, or are we gonna use that plate that Pap used? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that seems to. I know nothing. Alright. She's got a fender rattling cam. All right, the mower that we're hooking up here is a new idea, 512. A 12-foot cut?
Yeah.
Is that what that 12 means? It's a mower that my grandfather used to own that Dad bought at the estate sale after he passed. It's been sitting for a number of years. How many years do you think it's been since Pap used this?
Like 5 or 6 years, maybe longer, maybe 8.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll be doing a lot of fixing on it as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can't get this hooked up. All right, so we're semi-hooked up. It's bolted on. I got the hydraulic pump slid on the PTO. We're not quite 100% sure how we're gonna hook the rest of it up, but we're gonna pull it out here and put it up into a more level spot. So, nope, don't do that. Do this, dummy. Let's reverse. Let's go. Here she comes. First time I've towed anything with it. So we got her parked here on a somewhat flat spot, better than in the field. And we got the hydraulic pump pushed onto the PTO. We're not 100% sure what all this stuff does. I'm assuming that that's the how you keep the pump secure, because it doesn't feel like there's a detent or anything on the PTO shaft. So Dad's running up to get the manual so we can figure that out. I've been working on the hydraulics, trying to get these cleaned up a little bit. Got the WD-40 working overtime there. Sorry about the lighting. This afternoon sun makes it kind of hard to film. And then I was also going through with the WD-40 and just, you know, giving these a little bit extra lube, because if you know anything about old hydraulic lines, you know that they're not the most reliable. So I'm just preparing for having to take all this stuff apart and replace lines, which I guess nowadays hydraulic lines aren't exactly as cheap as what they used to be. But a little bit of WD-40 on stuff won't hurt anything. So alright, hydraulic test take number 1. There they both went. Having a hard time getting them to latch. Alright, it's a new day and we're back on this project. We need to figure out the hydraulics. The fittings aren't right, as you can tell from the last video, the last segment there. It immediately blew the fittings, which I didn't think they were in fully. I think there is a problem between the disconnects I have and the ends on the end of the hose on the mowing machine here. So we gotta figure something out, and that's what I'm gonna do today. Also, I want to take this moment to give sort of a public service announcement. I'm an idiot, so don't learn anything off of this channel. It's only for entertainment purposes only. If you've learned something, it's purely accidental, and you probably should forget what you've learned off of this channel. and I am by no means an expert in anything. I my life's motto I learned when I was first started at work. It is if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with BS. So that's gotten me pretty far in life, and if you don't know what you're doing, you best do it quickly. So let's get started on this. I also think that this doohickey here, the pump, which I'm not familiar with this setup at all, but it's got a flat bar here on the bottom. You can sort of see it there, sorry. And we're not sure, but from the looks of the manual, it looks like this handle is supposed to be straight up and down, and that flat bar is supposed to catch somehow on the drawbar to keep the pump from rotating as the PTO is on. So between getting that all straightened up and the quick disconnects figured out, we might be able to cut some hay, or, well, it's more like brush hogging. It just needs to be knocked down so the good stuff can come up through. But all right, so I'm working here. I took this flat bar, and it was sticking out on this side. I flipped it around to where, if my Googling is correct, PTO should spin counterclockwise, which would swing the pump down against the drawbar. It has a little catch chain there to keep it there. So I think that's what it's supposed to look like. I think I might fire this thing up, kick the PTO on at low RPM and see what we got going on here. All right, here goes nothing. Maybe. It's doing stuff. Let's give it a little RPM. Pump ain't even tight against that chain. It's got that tight, which, by cracky, I think Pat might have had it right to begin with. So I might take that flat bar off, flip it around, and put it on the opposite side of the drawbar. So that flat bar is pushing against the drawbar whenever it's on. But So we've made progress. It's taken some time, but we got our fittings in. I think they'll hold. I had to change the ends on the hose. Had to go buy new ends. My flat bar it's touching, it's hitting where it's supposed to. Pump's on. The pump is chained up to the back side of the drawbar. Dad's moving the side by side. Let's see if we can't do some mowing. I got nothing on the other function. Well, we're having trouble getting the lifting cylinders to lift. We got the turning cylinder on, hooked up, but the lifting cylinder is only a single action, and we're having a hard time getting it. All right, we got it. Good. Cool. Houston, we have problems. As you can hear, it's making a god-awful noise. We don't know exactly what it is yet. Oh boy. Yeah. I'd say that's, we're done for the day. Something let go.
Something wrong.
Something wrong. Well, that was short-lived. That's, the old tractor's running pretty good. The joys of vintage equipment. That was cutting good. Wasn't doing too bad. I mean, for an old machine, this looks all pretty good. I mean, really, we're just trying to clean the field up to where the Russian olive or autumn olive or whatever you want to call that crap doesn't take over. But all in all, figure out what's going on in that gearbox over there. It's got some broken welds down in there, I see. And here I thought we'd be blowing hydraulic lines. I was wrong once again. What do you think, Pat? Take her back up to the house?
I think we're back to the drawing board.
I think so too. Well, that ends the mowing of the hayfield on Better Than Common Garage. We'll have to get this thing fixed and I'll put that on the next episode. But stay tuned, I have a revival planned for the next episode, so you'll want to catch that here. We'll see you next time. Thanks for Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you next episode.